Over the last decade, I have built and launched over 300 websites on almost every single platform out there. And in 2026, with AI changing everything, the website builder landscape has completely shifted. Today, I'm gonna rank the top website builders for small and medium-sized businesses in an AI world. Let's get into it. Now, the way I rank these websites is on 3 core factors. First, we're gonna focus in on how easy it is to build and launch a site for a non-developer. Second, do you actually get what you want from the platform that is made for 2026 and beyond? And third, pricing. These 3 factors are what shape and shifted my process of determining which tools are best for you. What you're about to hear in this video is my complete unbiased opinion, but I have links to every single one of the brands below with special discounts and offers that are only for my audience. So you're gonna wanna use those links down below so you can get the best deal when you do sign up to get your business started. So in the end, you're getting the best knowledge, you're saving money, and it helps support my channel so I can make more content like this for you. Alright, so let's start getting into the platforms. I am going to highlight a few platforms to me that are absolute winners for what they do before we get into the list of all the builders. So these are my notable mentions. Let's start with Marketing 360. Honestly, the best all-in-one solution for most small businesses. If you want marketing, CRM, website builder, and more in one platform, and it's easy to use, and if you want to hire their team as an agency as well, you could do all of that under one roof. Definitely check them out. Now, Shopify. This is a full stop period. If you are serious about e-commerce, they are the undisputed champion. There is no other builder out there that even comes close. So if you're doing e-commerce, stop the video right now, go click on the Shopify link and get started. Now, there are 2 out there that are getting a lot of attention that I do want to mention, Lovable and Base 44. These are cool tools and they feel very futuristic, but the reality is, based on this premise of can you build a site and launch it the way you want in a modern way and love it, these are not the tools for that. They are very, very limited and in my opinion, elementary. The AI is awesome because it's conversational, but all the sites look the same. You're gonna have a better time with other platforms that we're gonna talk about in a minute. And if you're truly trying to vibe code, I have vibe coded over 20 apps, so you could definitely check out my other videos to learn more about vibe coding. But when it comes to Lovable and Base 44, I just recommend staying away. It's cool to learn a little bit, but if you need to launch a business, I wouldn't start with these. The next one is gonna be Figma Make. I love Figma as a user and their AI is cool to prototype, but as a full website builder, it is not even close to really being capable of delivering all the needs that most people are gonna want. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the main ranking. We're gonna start with number 6. Now, number 6 is Webflow, and I know a lot of designers are gonna be mad about this, but my ranking is not for designers. And yes, it is a designer's playground. It's where design meets power, and if you want to create a completely controlled website where you have every detail at your fingertips and you could customize it and then export the code, that's probably the most important aspect of it, Webflow is the best for that. But the reality is, that's not for the average user, that is for a developer. And for an average user to have to remember classes is still one of the worst features I have ever seen designed on a tool. Yes, you could create visually stunning websites with great animations, but there are other tools out there that do it way better and way easier, which we're gonna talk about in a minute. Now, don't get me wrong, overall, it is a beautiful platform and some of the best websites out there are built on Webflow. Alongside its powerful custom CMS, which is a content management system, think of a blog or event calendar. That's what a CMS is. It allows you to create whatever type of CMS that you want, so you could build a site that is unique and exactly the way you want. What I find challenging with Webflow is this: you need to understand classes, you need to remember every single class that you define, you need to understand how flexboxes work, and then you need to become semi-proficient in all the language around animation. And so this one has the steepest learning curve. Now, don't get me wrong, if you want to have pixel pixel perfect, control everything, and become a designer developer yourself and charge a lot of money for it, this is a great tool. But if you just need to build one website for your business, Webflow is the most complex tool out there. If you don't understand divs and how sections work, you're gonna get lost quickly. You may even be lost by what I'm saying right now, which means you're probably gonna get frustrated inside the platform. Now, let's talk about pricing. Webflow's pricing is a little bit complex. So a site plan starts around $14 per month for a basic site, but if you want CMS features, you're gonna be looking at around $23 per month. Plus, if you want an e-commerce plan, that's gonna start around $29 a month with a 2% transaction fee. And as you can see on my screen, there are a lot of different elements here to consider with pricing. You may also have to consider a workspace plan, and on top of that, it is per seat. So if you do have 3 or 4 users on your website, you may have to pay a monthly fee for that as well. So based on the 3 things I'm ranking, the reason Webflow is at the very bottom is because it is so hard to use if you are a non-developer. The pricing gets outrageous quickly. And then third and most important here of why it's even on the list is that it is one of the most modern platforms out there. If you want the freshest, cleanest, and most sophisticated, elegant website, Webflow is a great tool for that. So the best use case is if you are a designer or agency and you really need the most beautiful website and you need to control every single detail, or you're building some type of directory and you want to control every single detail, Webflow is fantastic. You'll need 50 hours to learn it, but once you learn it, you'll have a great time. Now, this leads us to number 5, Duda. This is what I would call the agency and freelancer's secret weapon. Now, this is a beautiful platform and they have a ton of AI features. It's also really powerful with team collaboration. And if you do need to manage clients and white label the actual software and have multiple websites, you could do that with Duda as well. Overall, their drag and drop editor is very intuitive and the section-based approach makes it really easy for you to create a responsive website without coding. You get access to hundreds of templates and everything runs on AWS servers. So the hosting is fast and reliable. And with their AI features, you literally get everything you need in one package. Whether you need help with building your site, creating content, managing SEO and metadata, the platform gives you everything you need to have a pixel perfect website. Almost the way I would picture this is the modern version of WordPress, but it gives you everything you want in one place. From the infrastructure, the hosting, the CMS, the drag and drop editor, all of it is in one tool. Now, let's talk about pricing. They honestly are quite affordable. Their lowest plan starts at $19 a month, and that is gonna be great for most users building one website. If you need more websites, their plans scale at a really affordable rate. Plus, as the plans scale, the number of seats or users you get per plan grows as well. So unlike other platforms, the plan and pricing is really straightforward. Now, here are some things to consider. There is no free plan, but there is a free 14-day trial. You don't need a credit card, but you can get in there and start to learn the tool and get a feel for it. Now, if you are looking to build one website, this might be a little bit of overkill, but if you are a property manager or you need to build a lot of websites and you are not a developer yourself, Duda is going to be one of the best tools out there. The way their plans grow and the way their tool works, it is just made for agencies or any company that is going to need a lot of websites. So it's basically worth its weight in gold. Now, this leads us to number 4. Number 4 is Wix. This one I would call the jack of all trades but master of none, and it has AI sprinkled on top. Wix has been popular for a lot of years because it is a user-friendly drag and drop interface, and it does have a massive template library with over 800 designed templates. And yes, it is really friendly in terms of getting started, and if you've never built a website before, getting something out there is really quick and easy. And look, I'm kind of biased because when I compare Wix with a tool like Squarespace, which we're going to talk about in a minute, I really prefer Squarespace than Wix. But I would really come down to this. There are a few core features that Wix offers that Squarespace does not. And that would be the only reason I would use Wix over Squarespace. Or if you just see one of their templates and you really love it and you just want to emulate your site based on that, that is a great way to begin as well. I consider comparing these two kind of like comparing Apple and Windows. If you want the Windows experience with a bit more control, functionality, and form in that way, then you're gonna wanna go with Wix. But if you do want a little bit more of a sophisticated feel with an elegant user experience, you're gonna wanna look at Squarespace. But the benefits of Wix do come down to they have so many features that if you need something in the future, they most likely have it. So it is probably the best fail-safe out there. It is like the best insurance policy for your website. In the future, you want to add a blog, you can. You want to create a custom CMS, you can. You need to add in a specific feature, you probably can. Wix does have some AI features, but in my opinion, they're not comparable to anything that I would actually use and move my process forward faster. So it might be helpful, but as of right now, I don't really use it or recommend it. Now, paid plans start at $17 a month for the Lite plan, which is a great start for most businesses. But if you do need a few more features, you're probably looking at $29 per month. And if you do need more than that, you could probably look at their business plan, which is at $39 per month. And that's probably going to give you everything you need for your site. Now, when it comes to Wix, these are some things to consider. Wix has Wix and Wix Studio. Those are technically two different platforms. This whole time I've been talking about Wix, and if we were talking about Wix Studio, it would be comparable to Webflow in terms of any of my notes or thoughts on it. But when we're talking about Wix, I really see it as a great way to get a site up. It is pretty intuitive, but because there is so much control, it can become very overwhelming and daunting as you are trying to build and launch your site. They allow you to do everything, which means there are so many controls that you get confused on what you need, when you need it, why you did it, why it doesn't match another section. It gets really complicated fast. Can you keep it simple and launch quickly? Yes, but when there are more features, it just means there's more room for you to get stuck or frustrated quicker. Now, number 3 might surprise you, but after testing over 20 different AI website builders, this one actually delivers. It's called Durable, and out of all the AI builders flooding the market right now, this one is actually worth your time and attention. And what's most surprising to me is this was not even on my radar a year ago, but it is taking a lot of my attention. Now, here is what makes Durable special. It can generate a fully functioning website within seconds. And I am not talking about a rough draft or a template, but an actual content-filled, industry-specific website with relevant copy, images, and structure. So how does it work? Well, you just answer 2 or 3 basic questions, and then the AI gets to work building a really beautiful website. When I tested it, as you can see on my screen, it worked out really, really well. And the bonus on top is the actual content generation, in my opinion, is actually really good. And with so many AI builders out there, I do know that a lot of these tools will not be here a year from now, 2 years from now, for sure 3 years from now. So when I took a look at Durable, I saw that they had a solid product and a solid offering, and I feel confident that what they're doing and what they're building and the future of AI and how fast it's coming, it's only going to get better and better and better. Now, when it comes to AI builders, we have to talk about the editing experience. Now, this is not a full drag and drop editor, but you could easily swap out sections, change colors and fonts, regenerate content with AI, or write in your content as you like. If you do want pixel perfect control of every little detail, you're probably going to want to look at any other tool that is not an AI website builder. But when it comes to Durable, beyond any of these other tools, you get everything you need in one place. And this is where it gets really interesting. It is not just a website builder. Also get an integrated CRM to manage leads and contacts. And if you need to send out invoices, you could do that as well. And if you do need to create marketing collateral, like crafting emails, social media posts, or ads, Durable can help you with all of that. And honestly, this gets me really excited because at the end of the day, you want a website builder that considers everything you need as you launch your company. So basically, this is a lightweight business operating system built around your website that you can use to get started today and really feel like you launched your website without having to use 4 or 5 tools. Now, the best use case for Durable, this is honestly perfect for solo entrepreneurs, consultants, service professionals, and local businesses. So you're a therapist, just a contractor, event planner, personal trainer, and you just want to get a website up fast and you probably will not be running ads to it, this is probably your best bet. Now, let's talk about pricing. This is one of the most affordable on my list. It starts at just $12 per month and you get almost everything you're gonna need. If you do need to upgrade to their business plan, that starts at $20 a month, which is still very comparable to a lot of other tools. And for that price, you get the website builder, hosting, CRM, invoicing, and marketing tools. Plus, you could have up to 5 users, which honestly is an incredible value if you are getting started on a budget. Now, to be clear, this is not gonna be for you if you're trying to do e-commerce or you want a pixel perfect website. And one of the things I look for with any good website builder is how it integrates with other tools. It's something we haven't talked a lot about in this video, but most of the other tools integrate pretty well. When it comes to Durable, they don't have any direct integration with a tool like Zapier, which then connects you to basically everything else on the internet. But if you do need a basic website that is clean, that's easy to design, and it is with an AI conversation, Durable is the way to go. One last note on Durable before we go to the next tool. Out of all the website builders out there that use AI as their core feature and functionality, I truly believe this is the best one out there. It's not perfect, but it definitely delivers on its promise. Now, this leads us to number 2. Number 2 on our list in our ranking is gonna be Squarespace. This is what I would say is the most aesthetic choice with the best user experience. And before I go any further, I do want to be very, very clear. For 90% of small and medium-sized business owners, I am gonna recommend Squarespace. Yes, it is a template system, but Squarespace is a website builder for creatives, artists, therapists, business owners of almost any type. And it has been my go-to platform for most clients because it delivers everything they need really easily, plus it gives them the ability to manage it. So out of all the tools out there, this is probably the easiest to use. And I honestly think that's so important because as a business owner, you are a business owner. You are not a web developer. So you shouldn't have to learn how to become a web developer to launch your business the right way. And Squarespace has really mastered that. I am a little bit concerned because they are dropping more and more features that are making them look a lot more like Wix, but I do hope they keep their design philosophy of simple, clean, elegant, and really good user experience throughout. For nearly every type of business, Squarespace is a great platform. Now, on my ranking, Squarespace shines pretty well on all 3. They are not exceptional at any, but they are really well positioned on pricing, getting up and running as a non-developer, and on the ability for you to have a site that is modern, but this is kind of where it lacks a little bit. Let's talk about it. Now, this is where Squarespace really struggles. The templates are beautiful, but the problem is there is no access to beautiful animations built into the platform. Yes, they are considering adding some stuff, but the fact that they're just considering and just starting in 2026 is the problem. Animations are a basic feature of a great website. And what I'm concerned with is their animations that they are adding is just trying to copy another tool out there, which is the option and ranking for number 1 that we're going to talk about. And the other thing is they do integrate with some tools, but there are some things that they have no access. They give you no access to customize any further than what they give you, which honestly is a bummer. So if you're a photographer or you need a lot of galleries, their control for galleries is really poor. It used to be better, but now it really is not that good. Or if you do want something like a custom CMS for your team or testimonials, you can't build it in Squarespace. You have to force it and finagle it and use custom code and plugins. But with that rant over, let's talk about pricing. Squarespace just recently updated their pricing in 2025, and so plans start at $16 per month for the basic plan, which is going to be great for really basic sites. But if you do need a little bit more, you get the core plan, which is at $23 a month. This is going to be what's great for most small businesses, and it is going to offer you something that most of these other tools don't offer, which is unlimited users. You could have as many users on the back end of your website, which actually does make sense for most small businesses. They also offer e-commerce capabilities, zero transaction fees, and advanced analytics if you get the right plan. So if you do want a custom CMS or good animations, just decent animations, or on top of that, you do need to move data in and out of the platform easily, Squarespace is not going to be the way to go. The way to go is going to be with number 1. Now, today's winner, based on the pricing, getting started as a non-developer, and having a site that is modern and fresh and beautiful, the winner is gonna be Framer. This is truly the future of website design. And as I review on this channel surprisingly delightful software, Framer is some of the most surprisingly delightful software I have ever worked with. Since they came out, they have changed the game in website design, and no other company even can keep up with them. There are companies out there that I've mentioned that have billions of dollars and they can't even keep up with the amount of updates that Framer puts out every single week. And yes, it is weekly. And to be honest, I don't understand why. The challenge is that none of these tools are as innovative or as cool as Framer. Just as an example, in the last 3 months, Framer recently released a feature where you could design pages, not your actual website, but design and create all these different elements. Use AI to do it as well, so you could design out 20 different types of pages, and then when you want to create it as an actual page for your website, you could do it with one click. So what they've done is married the design software with the actual development software as well. So you can design and publish your website all in one place. Now, one of the things I love about Framer versus all other platforms, they do this so well. So say I create a beautiful component for a testimonial, a gallery, or whatever, and I provide it for free on my website. You could go there, copy it as a component, literally Command C, go to your website, Command V, paste it, and you have it. You can then add your own images or text or fonts or whatever you want with just a few clicks. And just like that, you create a very custom component within moments. This is a game changer because the Framer community is also very, very generous. There are a ton of free templates and free components all over the internet. Even just check out Framer University and look at all the beautiful components that you could just copy and paste into your website. If you are a modern company and you are looking to be innovative or pioneer in your field, you must use Framer. And if you've used Figma before, you're gonna know Framer really well. So there is a learning curve with Framer. It is not as steep as Webflow. Webflow has a very steep learning curve, about 50 hours, I would say. Framer is about 10 hours. You could get up and running quickly and easily, and you don't have to remember classes or start to learn how flexboxes work. You just need to learn how a few key controls work, and once you do that, you're gonna be good to go. Every other platform I have mentioned really tries to force you to learn how their software works, but if you know Figma, you know a lot of other tools out there like Adobe products, you're gonna know Framer really easily as well. A few other notable features that really make this tool stand out: light and dark mode, it's built in. Every other platform makes it a nightmare to set up, but Framer handles it natively. Animation control is super intuitive, and you could also copy and paste animations as well. And the CMS is robust and incredibly powerful. When I made this video about a year ago and I talked about Framer, they didn't have all the things I wanted, and now today they do. Now let's talk about pricing, and this is one thing that they don't rank the best in. Now, the cool part about Framer is you could build your site for as long as you want before you launch it for free. You don't have to pay any type of fee for you to just work and build the site. But once you want to connect your custom domain, you're gonna need to set up a plan, which would start with the basic plan. The basic plan starts at $10 a month and includes a custom domain for you to launch your site. But there are some limitations there, which would lead most people to use the Pro plan, which is gonna be a little bit higher as a base plan at $30 a month. And if you do pay monthly, it is actually $45 a month, which in my opinion is pretty steep just for the plan. But that is not the worst part. The part that is absolutely complicated, and I really wish they would change, is that you do have to pay per user per seat after the first user. So for example, if you want 3 people to manage the website and you have your site plan that counts as the first user, and you add in 2 users, and let's just say you are on the Pro plan, that's nearly $500 per additional user per year. So the cost of your website balloons just to have 2 or 3 team members be able to go in there and make updates. And if you do think about sharing one account, you can do that, but their software is pretty intelligent and it can tell if you have users in multiple different places at the same time. They're not too strict on it right now, but I do imagine they will become more strict over time. So the best use case here, Framer is perfect if you want the most beautiful, elegant, and modern website out there while building a site that you love and at the same time being able to make quick updates to your site on the go. I really can't say it enough. Framer is the future of website design. It'll be a stunning website. You'll have full control over animations and make it interactive while making it the most beautiful experience of all. So that is my top choice out of all the website builders in 2026. Now, let me know your thoughts on what you decide to go with in the comments down below. As I mentioned in the beginning, I have custom deals with almost every single brand mentioned in this video, so definitely check out the links in the description to get started today. Some of them have promo codes as well for you to get the best deal on the internet. Plus, the more people that watch this video like it and get value from it, I will go to these brands and negotiate even better pricing. So if you want to look like $1,000,000, you know exactly where to start on which platform. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.